Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my entire Star Wars prequel Funko Pop collection. Now the first thing I want to cover is what do I consider to be the prequels? Well, I consider the three prequel movies, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith prequels, obviously. And of course, the Clone Wars. While yes, Solo, Rebels, and Rogue One are technically prequels to the original trilogy, I'll be grouping those with the original trilogy. So, before us we have 15 figures in total. We'll be going in semi-timeline order. It gets a little shaky with the Clone Wars and Revenge of the Sith, so I'll be grouping all the Clone Wars ones together before Revenge of the Sith. So let's get to it. So, first up here from the Phantom Menace, we have the unfinished C-3PO. This is a great pop, and I love the detailing with it, with all the wires hanging out. I think it looks extremely accurate to his appearance in the movie. Here's the back, and you can see the other pop that came out with him was R5-D4, and I believe the theme was droids. This is number 181, and I got him with the Smuggler's Bounty, as you can tell by the sticker, and he's currently going for around $34. Up next from the Phantom Menace, we have Sebulba, another Smuggler's Bounty exclusive. He came out with a Tatooine theme, and interestingly enough, on the back, it doesn't show the other pop that came out with him that you'll see in a few minutes. But instead, we have two pops, one of them from an entirely different movie. Now, I would love to get my hands on General Grievous, as he is necessary in my quest to collect all the Clone Wars pop figures. And yes, I am aware this is technically Revenge of the Sith pop, but I think you know what I mean. And of course, Qui-Gon is amazing pop, and they actually just released a new version of this in his Tatooine attire. Now, as for this pop itself, it's very nice. I like the pose they chose because of course, Sebulba walks on his hands and uses his feet, or I guess for him, those are his feet. I don't know. I don't want to think about it too hard. But he is number 304 and is going for about $21. Next up, I wasn't sure where to include her because, while I consider her more of a Clone Wars character, I guess she did technically show up in the Phantom Menace. We have Aura Singh. This is a great pop that perfectly captures her likeness down to the rifle she always carries. This is pop number 303, and much like Sebulba, she came in Smuggler's Bounty. Now, you do have those same two pops on the back. She goes for around $18, so not too bad if you ask me. Up next, we have our final Phantom Menace pop, and that is Darth Maul. I got Darth Maul from a comic shop for your standard $12, and he's listed as $20. Of course, this is that older style pop with the arms in that awkward position and that bigger head. His robes are done nicely, but because this is an older style pop, his body is a bit big. This pop is number 9 in the Star Wars series, and on the back, you can see the first 8 of the series. Out of these, there aren't lots that I really need in my collection. Moving on to the Attack of the Clones, we have yet another Smuggler's Bounty exclusive. Get used to it, I have a lot of these. Aayla Secura. The theme of this box was Jedi, very interesting. This is a really unique and great pop. I'd love to see Funko make more random Jedi like Ki-Adi-Mundi or Shakti. I think they're great. This pop is number 217, and on the back, once again, you can see the advertisement for Qui-Gon and Grievous, and they're really pushing these two hard. Now, if you want Aayla for yourself, you'll be paying around the price range of $40, a bit expensive since she is a bit of an uncommon character and an exclusive. Following her is our second and last Attack of the Clones pop, Count Dooku. I am so happy to own this pop, seeing it as it is the only version of Count Dooku there is. He is in that pose as if he's ready to fight, and I love how accurate the lightsaber is. This is number 233, and once again you can see Qui-Gon and Grievous on the back, this time joined by young Anakin Skywalker in his pod racing gear, and interestingly enough, Obi-Wan Kenobi, another Smuggler's Bounty exclusive, but from a different theme that I'll be showing off later. This guy's currently going for $55, so another one that I am happy to have gotten when I did. Moving on to our first Clone Wars pop, this is easily the biggest section out of my prequel pops. We have Ahsoka in her season 3 through 5 outfit. This is another great pop capturing likeness beautifully. Ahsoka is a character that I do plan on getting every version of, aside from maybe her Rebels hologram look, since I think it's too expensive for a crappy looking pop, but that's besides the point. This is number 268, and on the back you can see the other 3 Clone Wars pops in this series. I do have an Obi-Wan that suits my needs, but eventually I would like to get that Clone Wars version, and then the Yoda, of course, would be another great addition to the collection. I can't remember where I got Ahsoka, but I imagine I paid a regular price at around $12, and she's currently listed as $20. Following Ahsoka, we have Wrecker, the only member of the Bad Batch made in pop form, but hopefully when the show airs, we'll get the other 4 members. This guy isn't a bad pop, but Wrecker is my least favorite out of the batch. I got the entire Clone Wars wave, minus the GameStop exclusive Ahsoka and Funko Shop exclusive Mandalorian for Christmas, and all these guys were paid regular price, so I'm not going to bother telling you how much I paid for each one, but the Funko app tells us this guy is around $13. I imagine that will go up a bit when the show airs, but this pop is number 413, and on the back we can see that same 4 in the set. Speaking of the others in the set, here we have number 412, Bo-Katan. And while I think this is a great figure, I do think the blue on her suit definitely could have been a lot brighter and more vibrant. I do like how she came with her pistol and shield though. On the back, you can see that same set of figures. She currently goes for $31 according to the app, and I think it would be awesome to see the Mandalorian version of her get released. Following Bo, here we have Gar Saxon, an incredible looking figure. I think he looks so fantastic, and without this figure, there would have been no way for me to make my custom Lego Gar Saxon. This is number 411, and once again we see the same set on the back. Get comfortable because you're going to be seeing these at least 2 more times. This guy's currently listed as $33, so these Mandalorian pups are getting a little expensive pretty quickly, so if you want them, I would just grab them if you have the opportunity. Next, we have Ahsoka in her Season 7 Siege of Mandalore outfit, a beautiful figure, but again, I think the blue could have been just a little brighter. I think her pose is absolutely perfect, especially when you see the Maul coming up next, if you were to position these 2 characters across from each other to create that amazing scene from The Phantom Apprentice. This is number 409, which currently goes for $16, and once again, we have that same exact set on the back. As I just mentioned, here is the Darth Maul. This is another great figure, and of course he has that iconic pose from the previously mentioned episode in the Clone Wars Season 7. Now, strangely enough, the Funko app doesn't have a price for this guy. I'm not sure why, but it's interesting. This is number 410, and I promise this is the last time you have to see this same set of figures. Now we have the final pop in the Clone Wars section, that being Cad Bane, an absolutely gorgeous and vibrant figure that captures his likeness so well. They really got all the details down to the bags under his eyes. This guy was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, as you can see there by the 2018 Summer Convention Limited Edition sticker, and I don't know why, but that convention released 2 of my favorite pops in my collection, being Red Hood and of course this guy, Cad Bane. He is number 262, and on the back you can see there is no advertising for any other figures, which I actually think is quite nice in this case. Something else unique about him is the yellow and black box. Almost every other Star Wars character has the black box or white boxes, but I think this yellow actually looks really nice. I got Cad here for $20 from a comic shop, and he is an interesting case because this one, right in front of you with the 2018 convention sticker, is $35, while the more specific San Diego Comic-Con sticker one is all the way up at $100. Personally, as more of a casual collector, I really don't get why the sticker affects the price of the figure that significantly when that's the only difference about it. Moving on to our first Revenge of the Sith figure, we have the Smuggler's Bounty exclusive Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is a great figure, seeing as it is the only basic live-action version of Obi-Wan out there, other than there is like a Walgreens exclusive hooded Obi-Wan. Kind of like this one better. On the back, you can see we have those same 2 pops you've seen 800 times already. And this guy was released with Aayla Secura in the Jedi Fiend box. He is number 214 and currently going for $70, so rather expensive. And finally, our final prequel figure is Clone Commander Cody, an absolutely beautiful figure. They always do their clones so damn well, and they look great next to their Jedi counterparts. This guy was a Walgreens exclusive, and I think he just looks phenomenal. He's number 176, and the Funko app says he goes for $60. This guy was a gift for me, and I believe they paid around the same price. Finally, on the back, we have different figures this time around. Out of this lot, I would like to get Hoth Leia and the Hooded Luke. But that does it for my entire Star Wars prequel Funko Pop collection. Now, I do actually have one more pop on the way. Just the other day, I found a great deal on Entertainment Earth for the Clone Wars Anakin Skywalker, so he will be arriving in August sometime, and there's a good chance I'll do an unboxing for that guy. Now, if there was one figure I could make for this series, it is no doubt Pre Vizsla. He is my favorite Star Wars character of all time, and like him, I think there are so many characters missing from the Clone Wars series and just the prequels overall. If there was one pop I could add to my collection, it would no doubt be the Captain Rex pop. That figure is so fantastic, and I think it is my most wanted figure right now out of any series I own. A close runner-up would have to be the General Grievous, of course, as that is an amazing pop needed to complete my Clone Wars collection. Pop I would recommend to you guys would have to be Cad Bane. This is a fantastic pop, and I think for anyone who loves the Clone Wars, it's really a good price as long as you don't care about the Summer Convention sticker. But that does it. That does it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you can to support the channel. Hit the bell icon to get notified when part 2 of this series comes out, that being my original trilogy collection. So that does it, guys. I will see you in the next one.